All right. Said I was going to make some tacos, so let me get you started here. Okay. I got a pan and I got it really hot here. And I put a little bit of my cooking Crisco. Okay. Now I'm going to add remember, I got pureed lemons. These are frozen lemons that I peeled and put them in the freezer. So they're pureed. And I'm going to get that real hot. Okay. And then I get it sizzling really good. Okay. Now I'm going to take shredded carrots. This is my secret to my tacos. My husband loved this. This way you don't have to have cheese on your tacos if you want to. Remember, just add the points. So I'm going to put some carrots in there. Half a bag. Get that going for me. And the reason I like this is because I love cheese. Ow! And well, there's a blooper. And I love burning myself then. So there's cheese. Instead of cheese, I'm going to be putting this in there. I don't cook them all the way. I just get them to where they're spicy and hot. Okay. And back to my go-to, my Mrs. Dash extra spicy. This is, again, you're going to see me making a lot of things that's going to make me drink water. I guess that's how the weight's coming off so nicely. So I'm putting that in there. I'm getting that all kind of toasty. And I'm going to fry those up. While this is cooking, I'm going to get my chicken going. Got my tortillas. So, with my chicken, I always use separate things. I use something for my chicken, something for my vegetables. So I'm going to get my pan going. This is my Dash pan. I like that. Okay, so get this going here. Slicing up the chicken. Okay. And I want to get that pan hot like I did with the carrots. Okay. And now I'm using enough chicken and vegetables to make this up so I can have it several times this week. Another thing I can do with this is, when I'm done, is I can actually put this in with my rice. My cauliflower rice. I don't know if you guys have tried that. It's amazing. So I'm going to get this all going. Okay. Now, in my pan over here that's getting hot, okay, I'm going to get that going real hot. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray it again. Okay, stir my carrots. Make sure that they're really getting crispy. Again, one of my favorite dishes. Okay, so my pan's getting hot over here. And I'm going to use the rest of my shredded lemon. Turn this so I can get the lid open. All right. Have that going. Susie, there you go. Piece of chicken for her. All right. So I got that going. It's getting real hot. Now, there's a couple different things too that you can do varieties. If you don't want the tortilla, 2 tortillas are 3 points. If you don't want the tortilla, then I suggest the lettuce. If you get the romaine lettuce, it fits right in that boat right there. And if you don't want the sodium, I use salsa. If you don't want that sodium, make your own salsa. I'll be doing that real soon. And if not, fresh tomatoes. Fresh tomatoes are always good on everything. Okay, so I'm still crisping these carrots up. See, the pan, it's kind of dry, but that's because I don't want any butter. And I don't want any oils, but, just a squirt of the Crisco. So now I'm coming over here to where my lemon is cooking. I'm going to throw in my peppers, not my lettuce. Okay, so I'm going to throw in my peppers. I'm going to throw in some tomatoes too. All right. The reason I'm throwing in the tomatoes is because I want this to be more vegetable-y than it is chickeny. Because, you know, vegetables are no points. So we're looking at that. And we're wanting to drink more water, so putting that in there. Okay, so get that going. Get that chicken in there. What's nice is with the Mrs. Dash pan, it's not a Mrs. Dash, it's just a Dash pan. With that, what's nice about it is it cooks the unit on both sides. All right, into the sink. Okay, checking on my carrots again. Again, I want them to be crispy-ish, not soggy. And I want them to have that real hot spice all over them, okay? All right, these look good, so I'll put these to the side. All right. Now, for my spices for the chicken and the vegetables, garlic. And because I'm making quite a bit, I'm going to put about 2 teaspoons. Again, I do not want to get the sodium in there because of me having high blood pressure. So I'm going to go, you can use the Mrs. Dash's extra spicy. Use it with the chipotle or just use the chipotle. The chipotle has that more smoky of a taste. Okay, so I put that in there. All right. And then I want to give it a little more variety, so I'm going to put a little more spice in there. And I'm going to use my Mrs. Dash garlic and herb. Get that a little bit in there. That I'm using about a teaspoon as well. So, all right, while that's cooking, I got my carrots done. Make sure when you're cutting your lettuce, use a plastic or silicone, use something that is not metal to cut your lettuce. That's why it turns brown and then it gets icky. And so when I get my lettuce ready, I go ahead and I cut it all up. I get my lettuce ready for my tacos, and then I have lettuce ready again for a salad. So when you're preparing, try to prepare a few other things. You know, do a couple things at a time. Now, not sure if you guys have seen this, but this is called rice cauliflower. Have you seen that? All right, rice cauliflower. This is really good. So, like, I want to have lunch tomorrow. I already have my chickens and vegetables done. I can make a cup of this, put it down, put that on it, and then give it like a couple drizzles of some good salsa. So, and some spicy carrots. Again, I won't have to use anything with flour if I want to do a lunch without that. Again, this is going to have sodium in it, so by Bird's Eye, really good. I even did the beans with this. The spicy beans I make, you can even make that and have beans and rice. All right, so my chicken is cooking. We're going to check it and make sure it's looking really good. So I got the chicken cooking with the vegetables. All right, that's looking really yummy. Now, because I put the tomatoes in there, it's going to give it a little, like, moisture to it. And with it being breast meat chicken, you know, you want a little moisture in there. So that's cooking up really nice. Okay, can you see? It's really good. So, all right, so I want to get ready to plate my food. It should be done in just a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and cook my shells. Now, again, use the lettuce. If you don't want the extra points, use the rice, the cauliflower rice. But because I'm wanting a little bit of Mexican, I want my tortillas. I've budgeted it in my plan today. Budgeting is really good, getting everything ready ahead of time. 3 ounces of chicken is 2 points. 2 tortillas is 3 points. Okay, so that's what we're looking at for points in there, okay? So I'm going to get my 2 tortillas. Yay! And again, use your app to shoot this. It stays in your phone, and it's easy to grab the points. Okay, I lost my thing to close this. All right, so you want to, you know, when you scan this on your device, on the side here, which is really nice. Did I tell you guys my sister got me this plan? Okay, let's see. So now, say I've got it here. Let me unplug this. So I've got my points in here. Oh wait, I want to look up something, but I already scanned it. So you just hit this button, okay, this button here, and it shows you your recently scanned food, okay? So then you can go back. You can easily scan something on there. Here's the carrots. Let's see. So I'm going to get the UPC code there. I'm going to get it in the light. I'm going to scan my carrots. All right, it says it didn't read it because I'm not holding it all the way right. And there it goes. And it says on here that it's shredded carrots. And it says on here that it's 2 points. But remember, in Weight Watchers, you know, you can have some vegetables. I better look that one up and I'll get back with you guys to that. So hopefully it's not 2 points. All right, this is looking yummy over here. All right, so I got my pan going here. Put a little spray in it. And I'm going to put my tortillas in there. Now, I don't want to forget to spray them again, so I'll spray this side. So when I turn them, they're ready. All right, and then I'm getting over here. I'm getting this wonderful mixture going here. Lots of flavors. And that's what you're wanting. If you're like me and you're dieting, you don't want to eat a rice cake. Unless it's a chocolate one. Okay, but you want something that's going to be yummy and flavorful. So, getting my tortillas cooking. I got the stove on high because I want to get the tortillas cooked fast, but I want them to have a little crispy to them. Now, I like soft tacos. I'm not sure if you like soft tacos, but I like soft tacos. So I want them a little crispy. See how it's getting a little brown there? But I also want them to be soft, so I do that. Oh, the smell is amazing. Now, Dick and I were doing the flat belly diet, and we lost a lot of weight with it. It's a good diet. It's by Prevention Magazine. And I came up with this recipe for turkey tacos. Tonight I have extra chicken, so I'm using the chicken. So, with it, I loved it so much that I was eating it like every day for like 3 weeks. Dick couldn't take it anymore. He said he was enough. But it was good. I like that spicy food. I know some people don't like spicy food. That's why with something like this, with this type of recipe, you can dumb down the spices. You can just make it a little spicy, or you can make it as spicy as you want. Maybe you're cooking for the family. Maybe Dad likes it real spicy. Maybe the kids don't. That's great. You can make it less spicy and then use a spicier salsa to put on it. Same with the carrots. You don't have to put the extra spicy. I do it because I'm looking to get something to drink. So, to make sure I'm drinking my water. Now, see how that's getting crispy on there? I want you guys to see that. Crispy but soft. And the reason you want it a little crispy is you don't want any juices going in there and then sogging through. You know how you go to Taco Bell and your tortilla sticks to paper? That's because they leave it in there, steam it, and it's not this fresh cooked tortilla. Oh, this looks just wonderful. Okay, so I'm going to get my tortillas on there. All right, turn my oven off. I am coming over to get my chicken and peppers and tomatoes. All right, so I'm going to get this plated up. Okay, so I'm looking to get some of those chickens and peppers. Okay, put it right there. The reason I like the tongs is because when you squeeze it, it makes the perfect line for the what's going on the taco. Okay. All right, turn this off. All right, get some of my lettuce here. Okay, got my lettuce. You can put as much on as you want. All right, see that? All right, and then I'm going to get some of my spicy. This is my imitation cheese for me. I invented this a couple years ago, and so look at that. Okay, and then I'm going to give it a little kick of salsa over the top there. All right, and that's my wonderful chicken tacos. And you can use turkey breast. You can use anything. And then you just hold on to it. Oh, it was so good. Anyways, there's my turkey tacos. I'm going to enjoy them. Hope you enjoyed my video. Bye.